Okay. Whose fucking car is this? Oh, no, it's hers. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Today, I'm gonna take this bike for a wash. Yeah. In a manual car wash, like regular car wash bay. Not the automatic. Nope, don't take your bike to an automatic car wash unless it's really hot outside. Then it would be awesome. But no, we're gonna take this thing through just a simple car wash, doing it by hand, and all you need is a microfiber towel and a car wash, and you're good to go. So I'll catch up with you guys at the car wash. Come give this bike a wash. Fuck. Alright, so first, to rinse everything down, make sure to use no pressure. God damn it. As in, don't squeeze the trigger, because the paint on your bike is much more delicate. Oh, and definitely make sure to try to do this as close to your where you're coming from, so you don't heat up the bike a whole lot. I kind of fucked up on that, but yeah. Just wet her down. Now we get some soap. So do the same thing. Get all nice and soapy. Try not to spray brakes too much. You know, you don't want to get a bunch of soap in your brakes, so try to kind of avoid those a little bit. Just get it all nice and covered. Yes, sir. Alright. Now that we got it nice and soaped up, we're gonna go ahead and you can either do this part or skip it, depending on how dirty your bike is. I'm gonna do it for demonstration purposes. Take a nice little microfiber cloth and just give her a little, oh shoot, get it wet first with the soapy water. Now this becomes a chamois, where you just scrub the shit out of stuff. You're just gonna scrub everything nice and good, nice and good. Don't worry about scrubbing a lot of the soap off. It's gonna happen because these things absorb quite a bit of stuff. Try to get a little more on there. There we go. You gotta have them kind of damp, but it's not gonna be perfect anyway. Just kind of clean everything as best you can. Careful around the motor, it's going to be pretty warm, especially if you're an idiot. Ride around the whole time before you come here. Just kind of try to do one side at a time. You can rub the seat down too. I'm sure that it's real nasty. Rear fender, sissy bar, a whole nine, everything. Exhaust I probably won't touch because it's still pretty warm. But you can also hit the exhaust too. Just make sure not to touch it with your hands too much, otherwise your fingerprints will burn on there, which is super not cool. Mirrors. Oh Jesus! I can stop hitting myself in the face. All right. Front shocks, frame, horn, why not? Front fender, turn signal, the rim especially, since that thing tends to get dirty. Alrighty. Alright, now that we got pretty much everything wiped down, Just gotta restart everything, just like we did. Okay, that's probably more than enough. Make sure we got just plain water. And you just rinse her off again. Make sure to get all that soapy off of it. Yeah. Probably good and rinsed off now. Now, well, we're gonna rinse this rag out first too, actually. Just gonna use the same rag to dry it off. Just enough so we can dry it and not just have the extra residue hanging out on it. As long as you wipe it down pretty good, it'll dry fairly quickly, which is super nice. Because nobody likes having a wet bike. With these microfibers, you can just wring them out every time they get a little too soppy. Just try to go about wiping things down so that you don't miss any areas and this is the part where we go ahead and ride it for a bit so we don't see any droplets left. And then ideally you'd go ahead and wax it, but I don't have any wax on hand right now and it's kind of late, so I won't do that this time. But you want to make sure to wax it in the shade. Wax on, wax off, you know. And I don't even have to bring a bag with me. I just tie these on to the sissy bars and that dries them out real quick. Whoop. Alright. So yeah. That is how you wash your bike at a car wash. And we're all done with the car wash. The bike looks good except for a few speckles. That's gonna happen just from water coming out from underneath all the little parts. When we get back, we'll just wipe it down one last time with a microfiber towel, and then it'll be good to go. Then we're gonna cover it because that's rain coming in right on time. Back home now, just gonna wipe down these excess spots. That's just water being released from little crevices. Not a big deal, it happens every time, no matter how you wash your bike. That's why you go for a ride right after washing it. And then I suggest not covering your bike for a little while, just to let it really dry out, and you don't really want to trap moisture onto your bike at all. But if you have to, just make sure you clean it really well, because I've got rain coming in, so I'm going to have to cover this bad boy up pretty quick, because I do not feel like washing this again tomorrow. Once again, not the perfect way to wash your bike by any means, but it works, and it ends up looking pretty decently well. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!